Hi guys, welcome back and hail to the Morrigan. So today what we are doing is what are their true thoughts about you. We're going to go into all your energy, all your people's energy, and pull out the strongest energy between you all, which is the collective for this reading. Now obviously for personal readings you can just give me a shout or the deets are in the comments, but we're just going to get cracking as we are. So deck number 1 and deck number 2, I want you to think about your situation and think about your person and go to the deck that you are most drawn to. Number 1 is the Slow Tarot, number 2 is the Paulina Tarot, and let's just get cracking with deck number 1. So, their true thoughts about you. Let's see what's really going on in their mind. And I love this kind of question because we really get to do the spy work, and I do like being a bit of a psychic spy, feeling how people are thinking about you, what they're feeling about you. I do love it. So, let's get going. What are their true thoughts about you for deck number 1? Let's see what comes up. So as I'm shuffling, the way the cards are shuffling, they're not being very not being very fast at jumping out, which shows there could be a little bit of stagnation with this connection at this point in time. You might find that not much has really been going on. You've been waiting for movement and you're just like, oh, what's actually happening? You've got a sense of stagnancy, you know? Okay, so your first card is the Seven of Swords. There could be a little bit of a risk or betrayal happening here. Your person might be very much in their thought process on it all and a bit afraid to take action and to take the chances and to take the risk. They're basically trying to play it safe. And what's happening with that sense of betrayal is that in their thought process, their head is taking them one way, their heart is taking them the other, and they're trying to act on the logical side rather than with their emotions and heart, okay? They're a little bit scared to take a risk. They're a little bit scared to jump into this relationship with you. And that sense of betrayal is then perhaps betraying their own thoughts on it. You know, their thought is saying, it's too much, it's too intense, it's too scary. The heart is saying, yeah, you know, there could be something here. That's the first card that you've got. So what else is happening with your person? What are their true thoughts? We've got the Devil. Okay, so the two are very much linked in together. You've got the chemistry, the connection, the passionate side of things, and temptation. Now, with these two cards together, for some of you guys, the circumstances might be dictating this as well. So it could be that there is complications around your person. They could be a little bit rooted into their lives where they are at the moment. And again, a bit scared of taking a risk. Head pulling them one way, heart pulling them the other, but still very much a temptation of the two of you coming together. Been trying to play it safe. I want to know why they're trying to play it safe. We'll do that in a second. Okay, what else is their true thoughts about you? 8 of Pentacles. So they're working things out at the moment. They are planting seeds here where there could potentially be a future or some form of growth with the connection. But until they start creating this action on it, where they're playing it safe, until they start creating action on it, you are going to feel that stagnancy, which was coming up as we were initially shuffling, okay? So this is where their thoughts are. Why is your person trying to play it safe? Why are they trying to play it safe? 3 of Cups, okay. Social situations could be going on around them, okay? There could be influencing, again, of other people. Not necessarily third parties. It can be family, it can be friends, but there is an influence of other people in this connection which could be stagnating it. So that's why they're playing it safe. They're a bit worried about what people would think, what people would judge, what people's opinions might be. So they're stagnating the situation moving forward and getting a bit frightened to take the risk, even though there is that temptation. Now, this is a really interesting reading. What else are their true thoughts about you? Really interesting reading. We've got action being created when it comes to non-committal energy. So they are probably sending you a sexy text or thinking about you in a very sexual way, perhaps more of a passionate way, that intimacy. They are wanting to create action on that. But when it comes to commitment, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, that's where the stagnancy is, okay? So they can make moves towards you based on sexual desires and passions, but when it comes to actually, and the, you know, the Devil card coming in here to signify all of this, when it comes to an actual committed relationship, they are on the fence about it, and it's most likely because of an influence of other people or something else. So when we're looking at their true feelings as a whole, we've definitely got a mask up. They're not allowing you into their heart. They're definitely being muted with what they actually want to say to you. And again, it's because they're a bit afraid of taking a risk. Their head is being like, other people's going to judge this, other people are going to throw an opinion on it, they're going to cast their thoughts, they're going to cast their feelings, and I'm not sure I'm quite ready to pick up the pieces of that yet. So what I'll do is I'm just going to play it safe, and I'm going to sit on the fence with it all. Now, will they develop, let's put these back in the deck, and let's just see, will they develop any further emotions for you other than this situation being sticky? Will they develop emotions? So we've got a communication coming on of hope and faith. So it does look like, with a bit of time and a little bit of transparency, they are going to be communicating with some form of urgency that they have faith and hope that this relationship can work out. But they just aren't in that place to give you that level of commitment at the moment. And that is deck number 1, essentially. So communication will come in about their thoughts and feelings, but for now it's a little bit stagnated. So if you want us to delve into that in personal readings, I'm doing them same day return on Instagram, £10 a question. And obviously if you want video readings as well, I am doing them. There's a longer turnaround time for them, 7 to 10 days at the moment. But give me a shout and let me know, and we can unpack it a little bit more. Okay, shooting over now, guys, to deck number 2. Hi, if you just tapped in, tuned in, turned on. What we're doing today is your person's true thoughts about you. So what are they truly thinking about you? And I'm just getting into the collective energy, and we are going to shoot off. Let's do this. What are their true thoughts about deck number 2? Let's see what comes up. Right, 3 of Pentacles. Right off the bat, there's the same kind of cards that just came out in deck number 1, actually. There seems to be an influence of something or someone else on this situation, which could potentially be making it go really, really fast or really, really slow. There is an influence of a situation or a person impacting this. So where you and your person are at the moment, whether you're good, whether you're bad, whether you're light, whether you're heavy, whether you're in the lightness, in the dark, wherever it is, there is influences on this situation that is impacting your person's thoughts about it all. It's not all plain sailing. It's a bit more complicated than being on surface level. What are their true thoughts about you? You've got the 4 of Swords, so you might be in a little bit of stagnancy at the moment. There might be delays, things might not be going at the speed that you want them to. And again, it's most likely because there's an influence of someone or something else pressing pause on it. Okay, there are other things at play here. It's not just about their relationship with you. I do feel that there are feelings. I do feel in my solar plexus the little butterflies and tingles when the two of you communicate or talk, but there is definitely delays on this. Not specifically what your person wants, actually. They want more, Spirit are saying, but they're just feeling a little bit trapped on that because of the influence of something else. We've got the Magician coming up, so there can be very much an alignment of you and your person's energy here. You can work together to bring in what it is that you want and what it is that you desire. Now, sometimes you might need a little bit of a magic and a little bit of universal principles, a little bit of manifesting to bring it into alignment. But you have all the tools and abilities you need for this to happen. And if you're struggling, give me a shout, because I do some magic for you guys, if that is what you want and what you need, and I can help. I only do magic if I know it's going to work, okay? So it's something I have to check before we delve into it. But if I can help, I absolutely will. So you have an alignment of your energy over here. So even though it's a little bit paused and a little bit sticky and there's other things affecting it, you can bring this into your reality in whatever way, shape or form you want. I'm actually in the conference at WitchCon. I am presenting on the Magician in February. I need to write my piece to start thinking about what to write. You know, like when you've got it all in here and you need to get it on here, that's the joy of being a writer, isn't it, I guess. So we've got the King of Pentacles. Your person can see this relationship in a stable ground. They can actually see that the two of you can grow and have a future that is a much more stable, and they can fill in this position of King of Pentacles for you. They can give you everything that you want, everything you need, everything that is stable, everything that is secure, family, joy, all of that kind of stuff, but they just have to get through this mucky area first. And while they're having this stagnation, they are thinking this through. They're thinking through what's the best way to move the situation forward. And let me just pull you one more about their true thoughts about you. So even though they're silent, even though there's silence at the moment, there's silence behind there's purpose that comes with it. Ten of Pentacles. So the other outcome over here, when we're looking at their true thoughts about you, they can see the future, they can see the family. Like I said, going with the King of Pentacles here, they can offer you stability and security. They can offer you everything you want. There's an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new one, and it is based on family and it is based on security. But they are just stagnating it at the moment. So it looks like all of this stuff here is going to get resolved. Let's just have a look at the influences that are coming up. What's going to, let me phrase this. Let's look, how are these influences going to end? What's the outcome of the other influences for deck number 2? What's going to happen there? So your energy is going to be the driving force of this situation moving forward. No matter what the complications are over here, they have the passionate and desire and wherewithal to help things progress with you in moving things forward. Again, Queen of Wands can sometimes be the witchy energy. So if you did want some magic and we can work with it, we being me and my spirit guides, we can bring this back into your favor. We can move things around. We can get this stagnation shifting. Let's just get one more about the other influences. Nine of Swords, we've got a little bit of anxiety and worry. So once your person steps out of this anxious brain and starts thinking logically and starts thinking, you know what, I can move this situation forward if I do A, B, C, and D. Once they get into that space, that is what can bring the situation forward. They will talk to you, perhaps offering you some form of stability, security that is much more family-based, much more based on the grounded level, you know, very much working with earth energy to keep grounded, to move things forward, using magic or manifestation to bring in what it is that you want. And if you need me, give me a shout. Same day return on Instagram. Lots of love, guys. Ciao.